Now, if you remember, a while ago, the Sidemen reacted to why 2021 will be a worse year than 2020. But on the flip side of that, they said if they might react to, I don't remember if they put a goal or anything like goal or nothing. It's been too long, I should have looked, but so we're already into it. So this one is why 2021 will be a great year. Because the other one was very depressing, not gonna lie. This one hopefully will give us, 2021 so far has been good for me. I don't know about you guys, but it's been pretty good for me. So hopefully it's been good for you guys. I know it's the start of a new year. We still in this, but hopefully we'll get some of it under control. But as of right now, I'm still trying to keep the positive. I'm still trying to keep that good positive vibes going. So let's see why 2021 will be a great year. All right.
Yo, this is gassing me up.
What do you mean it's gassing you up, JJ?
Oh! 2021 will be a good year. Yo, what's up, guys? I am KSI.
Hi.
This is Josh.
Woo.
And
Yes.
this is Vic. And today we are reacting to why 2020 will be a great year. Obviously, you saw the previous video where we...
You mean 2021, bro. 2021
Did I say 20?
It was not a great year.
Us, we did alright, you know. For us,
You know,
we
I
did
know
alright.
it's-
It was okay. It was okay.
No, 2020's been dreadful.
Yeah, it's been good.
I'm just trying to look at positive spins on this, you know.
Positive,
We've already had the bad
positive.
ones. This is the good one.
It
Positive.
should be good.
We just had tier 4 announced as of recording this, so it's not looking good.
I'm looking at Australia and I'm going, there's the goal.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
We
Too
could
late.
be that.
We could never be like that.
London can never be that, you know. London can never be that.
Yeah.
No, give
Too
me...
many dons pass through London from all around the world all the time.
And there are a lot of idiots in this country. I'm just throwing it out there. But
Wow.
What, so everyone in Australia is smart?
If anything, I think we're a bit worse than you guys, because,
it's
it's...
a problem when people.
Yeah.
Less population.
They're not as close
You know
together.
what I mean? It's America, though. Like,
Anyway,
They can be
let's find
idiots in
out.
their own
if
little
anything,
circle.
we're gonna
Let's
probably be
find
the
out what
last
to look
ones to
forward to.
finally be
You
out
watched
of
our
this,
show on why
so...
2021
You guys
will be
have a brighter
terrible
future than we
year.
do.
You might have gotten to the end of that and felt a happiness-sapping sense of hopelessness.
Yep.
But don't worry, viewers.
Yeah.
Today we're gonna make things right. You're gonna hear about a
Good,
lot
you
of silver
better, 'cause I'm
linings
so
around
sad
that
after
big
that
black
one.
cloud. Some bad things went down in 2020, but that doesn't have to mean
Some.
2021
Some.
will be another year from hell. In fact, we think things are gonna work out pretty well next year.
So he said the opposite last video.
In it.
Yeah.
This is hypocritical. You can't say, oh yeah, we think this is going to happen. Last thing he said, we think that's
Exactly.
going to be worse.
The YouTube game.
Here's how.
It is,
That
you're not
thing
wrong.
called COVID-19 was hung over us like a storm that just wouldn't go away. Every time you turned on the TV or fired up the computer, the news was the same. Sickness and death on repeat. We're hoping those days will soon be over, and we have every right to feel optimistic. As we write this, the news is telling us that the American biotech firm called Moderna has a vaccine for COVID-19, and the preliminary
Hey.
results after testing 30,000 people show it has a 94.5% efficacy rate. That was much better than anyone expected this early in the game, with the US's leading infectious disease expert Anthony Fauci calling the vaccine stunningly impressive. That's music to the ears of anyone who's currently locked down and praying for this virus to go away.
Thing is, though, there's a lot of people that aren't gonna take this vaccine.
Yeah.
Like I've seen a lot.
We're going to start the old anti-vax debate.
Well, there's a lot of people who are like, no, I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Blah 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 blah.
Loads of people say that. It's quite weird.
I'm just there like, yo, if it means we can get through to next year and everything's better, then I'm gonna take it, man.
Wait till these people want to go on holiday and the airline say, have you been vaccinated? They'll be
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Okay, I'll go and get it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure, you're not wrong.
I like the Jamaican politicians' view on it, where he was just like, let them take it first. It works for them, and it works for us.
One local politician has courted controversy after making comments which could undermine public confidence in a COVID-19 vaccine.
We understand that there is a vaccine out, more than one vaccines around. But, you know, sometimes when something new come out, you can't just run into it because you don't know what effects it might have on you. So we want the big countries, them like America and Canada and England, go ahead and take the vaccine and let us see how it works for a little while before we rush into it. Not true? Yes, that's the safest thing to do. Yeah, so after that now, I will say, yes, it's working. everything good for those people, then we can next year we can say, all right, come our time now, we're ready to take it, eh?
Oh my God.
Like,
Wait.
UK, USA, let them actually try
Oh
it.
my
Let's
God.
actually try it.
Hilarious.
Oh, you man try it first. You man do it. I'll do it.
Yeah.
It'll take time, but we believe that by the time 2021 rolls around, there will be significantly less fear and worry around the world. In fact, we're pretty sure that as spring comes, people are going to be out in the streets celebrating as if a great war has been won.
Come on!
Imagine that.
Come on!
Come on, you anti-COVID.
Let's go!
We have like anti-COVID day.
Anti-COVID day. Oh.
Yeah, like a new bank holiday where we just celebrate. We have a party
We
on the
need to
streets.
We have a party.
throw a COVID is over Sidemen party.
Oh.
Yeah, that's that. It wasn't
Instead
the
of a 10
works.
mil party, it'll be
Yo.
a COVID is over party.
You get a vaccine on the door.
You get back on the spot.
Absolutely fucked.
JJ has one
I
drink
think we
and
should
just
film
passes
that. I
out.
think it should be a Sidemen Sunday. The Sidemen COVID is over party. Just spend 100 racks on a party. Put it on
Jesus
Sidemen
Christ.
channel.
Right, is that it?
You're right. Oh, wait, what? What the fuck are you gonna do?
Think how many
I
parties
don't
you would have had.
Bro.
I want a dragon to swoop down as part of the party.
Yeah, bro.
I want
Jay.
fireworks that spell out our names.
Every single one of us.
Yes.
There are those that predicted another Great Depression happening, which doesn't bode well for 2021, but there are also a lot of analysts talking about V-shaped recoveries in many countries. This has become much more of a reality since those vaccines became the news of the day. As for the economy, some people predict that people will spend big once lockdown and social distancing restrictions
we've
have been
agreed to
lifted.
that.
But there are cautious voices
Vic, we've agreed to
who
that.
predict that people might now have a save for a rainy day mindset. It's true that once the Great Depression was over, quite a lot of people lived for years after as if one might come again. They stuck bundles of cash under the bed waiting for the worst to happen. Nonetheless, we didn't have another Great Depression, and so we think the bounce back from COVID-19 will be bouncy. It's guesswork if we ask when COVID will finally end in terms of it killing large swaths of people, but even before the new vaccines were being tested, some experts predicted that normalcy would return to society in the spring of 21. People are going to be eating out more,
Eat out, help out.
socializing more, and generally just enjoying their freedom. Just imagine the joy people will feel when all those social restrictions have been lifted. We're going to go out
You-
on
yeah,
here
oh my
and
God,
say
you have
that by
no
May
idea, like,
2021, there's going to be a lot of happiness in the air and a lot of people being very friendly to each other.
Yo, this is gassing me up.
Right, dude, right.
There's
Ah.
like festivals.
Oh! Bro.
I've noticed that already anyway. Don't you think like if you go out on the street, people are nicer these days?
Maybe.
Maybe I've got a
I
friendly
don't
face.
know. Well, I don't know. I don't go out. I don't
People have like,
know.
been more friendly, and like, if I speak to someone, they're much more like receptive.
I feel like next year you will see a lot more friendlier people. There's a lot of people who are just angry.
I mean, I'm not surprised people are angry. To be fair,
Yeah,
Online,
true.
there's way more like angry,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
toxic
true.
people like venting like all of their frustrations on like people like us. Is
Like,
mad.
just-
we just get abused daily these days.
Get
No matter what we do, we just get abused.
I'd say,
no matter what you say.
And
I'd say
JJ.
next year, definitely.
First time?
Hopefully, there'll be more people who are happy. Less cancelled people online. Everything will just be blessed.
In an ideal world.
No, it'll be
Yeah, you're
blessed.
not wrong in an ideal world.
The last time
speak
you watched this
into
video,
existence.
it was like it'd be a bad year, and it was awful.
Yeah.
Which one is it going to be? Which one are we
Yeah.
going to
Bit of
have?
both. Bit of column A, bit of column
We've
Live
got
up.
COVID-20 these days. We've got this new strand in the southeastern London.
Built different. Built different.
Built different
COVID
over in London.
You're built different.
The rest of Europe had just locked us off. What do you mean?
Oh yeah, true. Shit. And yeah, Brexit as well. Oh my god.
This is for
Yeah,
US.
yeah.
You're forgetting this is about
Play,
the
give me
UK.
more good things. Shut up. You're
Okay,
ruining
yeah,
it.
sorry.
You're ruining it.
Regular life will seem like a blessing after the horror of 2020. For a while, you're
look,
going
it's
to
me.
feel a natural high every
Great
day.
bit.
And then as the year passes, you can go back to being grumpy. We think masses
Yeah.
of people will receive the vaccine in the
grumpy
spring
cat.
and summer, and by the time September is here, herd immunity will be well on its way. The summer's going to be just great, possibly the best summer you've ever had.
No.
As Bill
No,
Gates said in an
of
interview,
course.
COVID won't just completely disappear, but you can bet in 2021 your life will return to normal again.
You can bet. Bill
Yo,
Gates-
is
That's
that
Bill Gates'
Bill?
verified statement.
Is that you, Bill?
I don't
You know what,
know
I'm
if
really
I
scared.
bet
I'm
on
really scared
it.
that like in like 8 months someone's gonna clip this video and send it to us when we're still in the
Yeah.
bin and
Yup,
us smiling like
yup.
in mid 2020 you'll return to normal. And we're just there, just crying.
We're like, well, London's just moved into tier 5 restrictions now.
Just that meme of the dog and the
right,
fire. This is fine.
North Korea released a nuke.
Calm down, JJ. Calm
learned a lot
down.
of valuable lessons. The vast majority of people who got COVID-19 came out on the other side in one piece. That wasn't everyone, unfortunately, but most people survived without having any negative long-term health problems. One thing we know now is we should take care of our bodies, so we have stronger constitutions to help us through times of sickness. We believe that post-COVID, there will be a lot more people in the world that exercise and try to live a healthier lifestyle. We've had our warning. Now we're not going to ignore our health again. Trust us, gyms and parks are going to be packed full in 2021.
I definitely see that.
Yeah. That is
Makes sense, yeah.
I could too, yeah.
In the last few years, it's been a crazy uptake anyway. Like, since, like, we all started, like, actually exercising, like, 5 years ago, I feel like the whole world has shifted around it.
Well, you just go on Instagram and you just see people
everywhere.
Fitness and lifestyle.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
They're always happy, man, and there's a reason.
I mean, that's also because they're
That's
on
also Instagram.
That's how Instagram
Yeah,
works.
yeah, you're not wrong.
It's on Instagram now. Everyone's got a smile on their face. No one's there just crying on my Instagram feed. Everyone's just traveling around the world from last year, apparently.
Let's mix it up.
They're all
Let's mix it
smiling
up.
at me.
Let's do some sad boy Instagram posts.
Oh my god.
No.
But normally, if you are in shape and, you know, you feel good about yourself, then you are normally happy.
I think it's more the effects of working out would make you happier.
Well, yeah, it releases endorphins and all of that. It just,
And dolphins.
And like endorphins.
Endorphin. It releases dolphins.
It releases dolphins into the wild.
Just release the dolphins.
An article published in the British Medical Journal in 2020 explained that doctors in some areas saw something strange happen in 2020. Cases of flu amongst children were down significantly. One doctor said, sure, kids not mingling at school made a difference, but she also said people were much more serious about personal hygiene. She thinks that this is part of the new normal. People just washing their hands more and not sneezing into other people's faces. Maybe COVID has made humanity cleaner.
People do.
I was like,
So now he's on the tube. I don't spat on him, but
Yo,
it's
if
sneezing.
someone sneezed in my face, they're getting punched. I don't
you're not wrong.
I saw the image of like us on the tube and someone accidentally sneezing without being able to catch it in time. You just turn around and go, bang!
Bang!
Yeah.
You might get arrested for that, lad.
Yeah, you probably would.
But no. But like, if my man had COVID and he's sneezing on me,
Hashtag had
I
COVID.
still don't think it justifies an uppercut. I think
Yeah.
in a cell, to be honest.
Maybe COVID has made humanity cleaner. With so much less activity in the world, the air got cleaner too. In 2020, NASA satellites showed that in many big cities around the world, air pollution was dramatically reduced. Okay, so when people have the freedom again to move around, maybe that'll go back to normal, but some experts think not. One environmental economist at Stanford University predicted that this cleaner air will save thousands of lives. Maybe when people understand this positive effect, they'll be a lot more responsible about burning oil. He said, in this respect, COVID has taught us to think about the future. Now, let's talk about
Has it?
goodwill. You might not know this, but during the crisis, a lot of very good people have been doing good things for others. In the UK, the government said it needed National Health Service volunteers. The number of people that said they'd like to help was more than 750,000. In lots of countries, people volunteered to go shopping for those who couldn't get out. We saw singing from balconies. We saw communities coming together. This can only be good for the future. You and your neighbors might be closer than you've ever been before. It's time to light up the barbecue in 2021 and invite all those helpful neighbors around for a beer and a burger. As for inside the house, okay, some folks were driven up the wall by their families during lockdowns, but many people reported getting closer to their families. When the virus is finally gone, maybe you'll find you have a better relationship with all those around you. Not only that, many people said during lockdown they learned to cook better. Others got into gardening, and some folks spent some time fixing up their house. If anything, your house is going to be a better place to live in 2021. In 2020, we struggled, but we learned to get along. In 2021, we'll see the fruits of our understanding and kindness. As for work, there was a hell of a lot of bad news in 2020. Lots of people lost their job during the pandemic.
yeah, I'm intrigued to find out how work can be better next year.
Well,
I think it's created a lot of new.
There'll be new jobs.
It's new jobs, new industries now.
Like what?
I think a lot of online businesses will come through. You'll probably find a lot more like people making money like online PTs and stuff. Like just the people's openness to using stuff online or just
OnlyFans.
Nonetheless, some people were able to
Oh,
carry
God,
on
Vic.
working at home.
that's working. Look.
Maybe
Yep.
some of you like going to the office, but it can also get very expensive paying for gasoline or public transport. On top of that, there are those...
Yo,
What's going on there then?
are they fucking? Wait.
Don't make it mad, bro. The dog's just waiting.
I was gonna say JJ.
Bro,
stop.
no, bro. Like
Chill,
the way they
chill,
were
don't make it
moving,
weird.
man.
Don't make it weird.
Bro,
man.
look at that. Bro, they're fucking.
Done now.
Fewer cars on the streets also means less pollution.
You got a dirty mind, lad.
We found reports that told us during the pandemic a lot of people started learning new skills so they could work from home. Forbes called this new trend more than fleeting, explaining that the number of people Googling phrases such as free online course and online courses has never been so high in the history of the internet. People are not lying down and accepting defeat. In 2020, they got online and started learning new things. In 2021, we imagine there will be a lot of people out there earning cash from their new skills. In the UK, one survey found that a whopping 24% of respondents were currently learning something new online.
I guess you would say drug dealers have profited.
Why?
How does that come into your thought then?
Exactly. But JJ, what?
Explain your thought process. How you come to that decision?
I'm just thinking, like, obviously there's a lot of people who are stressed out, so a lot more people would need, certain drugs to, take the edge off.
If anything, there's probably less. There's probably less because there's less.
What, their supply
recreational
chains all down the
use.
drain?
Oh, yeah,
And
very
there's
true,
less
yeah.
recreational.
I was
use,
like,
people
bruh.
aren't gonna just be popping pills with their family.
People aren't
around
going
and
festivals,
at
you know?
home. Like, I imagine it's
You're
probably
right.
down.
Oh, snap.
Sit with their mum at dinner.
J-
their
I was
jaws
like,
swinging.
JJ, what?
I
What are
don't
you on
know how they
about?
would get away with that, to be honest.
Damn, so what? Even drug dealers are getting hit. Damn.
Yeah, probably.
One guy that Forbes interviewed said he learned website design and development, and it helped him to launch a second company. Not everyone locked down spent all their time watching Netflix and disaster news. From what we can see, lockdown helped a lot of people. The World Economic Forum 2018 Future of Jobs report told us 54% of all employees would need new skills by 2022. Well, it couldn't have predicted that many of those people were locked down in 2020 and they learned those new skills. Tech companies also have come up with new apps to help people work remotely and stay connected online. These tools are here to stay and will only get better in 2021. What this also means, of course, is that next year you might find yourself applying for a job in a city or a town far from where you live. Just look online at the moment and look at who's hiring for remote positions. It's very possible right now to work in expensive New York and live in a small community on the other side of the country. Some companies have been forced to do this, but they found that it actually works. It's likely that a lot of companies won't go back to how they did things pre-pandemic. The world, people, is now your oyster. Some people have said that this will have another benefit for many people. That is, if businesses are no longer using large office spaces, then property prices around those spaces might come down.
We hope, because London is too goddamn expensive.
High-paid employees often drive up prices when they move into town, but that will become less of a problem in the coming years. At the same time, if students spend less time on campus, perhaps educational institutions won't have to spend as much time on infrastructure. There's a good chance that formal online learning will bring the cost of education down.
So would that mean uni fees would be lower?
Probably
They
not.
need to be.
Because they'd be scamming. They'd be
Well,
scamming.
I mean, yeah, $9,000.
If
for
you
a
paid
car.
$9,000 a year to go uni this
Oh,
year,
Yeah,
I really feel for you.
That's still
Yeah.
And what if you don't feel like staying in your country? Well, there are a growing number of people in the world today that call themselves digital nomads. In the past, the option of working in another country might have been alien to you, but right now it's more of a possibility. Not only will 2021 be the year when we see more remote workers than ever before, but we expect more of those workers to work and travel at the same time. You might not have seen this, but quite a few countries now offer long-term visas for remote workers. One of the best things is some of those countries
Costa Rica
don't have a
boys.
high cost of living.
Sidemen to Costa Rica.
I'm telling you.
We can be digital nomads, you know, though. Like, we need to get that's the hard part, is getting visas everywhere. As long as I can take a PC somewhere, it's like I to transport a PC and a microphone.
Imagine if we did like a world tour. We did like Sidemen, like go to like 7 different countries over 7 weeks and like vlogging all
7 weeks?
different videos. but we're doing videos. We're doing
I'm
videos.
saying we could just go move to like some random town in like Portugal,
Then what?
and it'd be like the cost of living would be cheaper. We'd have more room to do
I
stuff.
don't know.
True.
Portugal and Mexico both make it fairly easy for someone to stay a while and work, and Croatia
Portugal, see, I told you.
Talking about Portugal.
digital nomad visa. Imagine spending next year on a beach in a foreign country using your newly learned skills to support yourself. This doesn't have to be a dream. It's more possible than ever. Well, once borders open.
Which are now closed.
Well,
I was like,
In August of 2020,
Yeah,
the
living
website
life.
Skyscanner said it was seeing a 368% increase in searches. Other surveys showed that lots of people were interested in traveling as 2020 crawled along, and many of those people had the first few months of 2021 in mind for a leaving date. That's you on vacation in 2021.
Come
That's
on,
not so
that's us,
bad,
look.
is it? Then
That
there are all
is-
the
Jeez.
activities you missed that are more than
Nice.
likely all coming back. You'll be
No
able
buts.
to go see a movie at a theater again. You'll be able to go watch your favorite sports team in a stadium. Festivals,
Dude, just going to the
concerts,
movies in
your
general.
drives,
I know it's
concerts,
expensive, but
festivals. Just
man, I wanna
imagine
go to
how
a
good
movie.
they'll feel after being banned for so
Yeah,
long.
Big
Come on,
JB.
the
Justin
Biebs.
Bieber concert will feel divine. June
for
2nd
the
in
vibe,
San
yes.
Diego. Mark it on your calendar.
Come on, fellas.
2020 has been
See you
a
there.
great big wart on the history of mankind. So let's be glad that right now most of the world isn't at war. Let's remember that we've
True.
come a long way in
True.
terms of how we treat each other. Economic inequality is still a big problem, but a century ago things were much worse. You might now be thinking about learning a digital skill and moving to a European country with amazing beaches when a century ago, if you weren't born into the right family, your options were pretty dire. So there you go. In 2021, you might feel closer to your family. You might live in a world that cares more than ever about hygiene, health, and fitness. You might live in communities that are tighter than ever before. You might have learned new skills and are using them in 2021 to earn a living in a beautiful foreign country. Your skies might be cleaner and your roads might be less congested. What's not to like about 2021? And don't forget the big news we told you in the other less optimistic 2021 show. Keeping Up with the Kardashians will at last have its final season.
oh my god. I forgot about that.
Guys got bads. Guys got bads.
He's got to give it a point spin at the end, you know.
Yeah. No, you know what?
Hopefully he's right then. Hopefully this one is right. Hopefully the last one was wrong.
2021 will be a good year. It
I
will.
think it will be too. I think it will be.
Let's
Yeah,
manifest.
let's leave it at that.
And
Yes.
it's on
That's
us
it.
and it's on you guys. A good year.
We'll make it a great year.
Yes.
In a bit. Boom.
Peace. Woo! Like I said, as for well, granted, it's February 2nd today. We got through January 2021. We're in February, which means this year has actually started off to go pretty good. It's going pretty good. Like I think I could be completely wrong though, because I've been wrong before. So, but hopefully, you guys, this year has been at least a better start than last year's. But seriously, I just want to thank you guys so much for everything. I hope you're still staying safe out there, even though I know it's it's a little tough some days still. Some days still a little tough because you're just like, okay. Some days are obviously better than others, but I still thank you guys so much for everything. I cannot tell you how much I still appreciate you guys for everything that you've done for me. Seriously, you have no idea what this means. And because my brain, because literally, I never thought that I would ever hit 1,000 subscribers in my life. You know what I mean? Like even just hitting my goal of 500 subscribers when I did, I was like, oh my god, what? What? And then now we're at 1,000 and 30 something. I think it was 33 is what I checked today or something like that. But damn, oh my god, I seriously cannot thank you guys enough. You guys seriously have made this all possible. And like I said earlier today, in recording wise, I do want to try to, start doing other types of content other than reaction videos. I'm still going to do reaction videos, but I'm also wanting to do other content as well. What other content? I really haven't figured that quite out yet. But I've got some ideas, but still just need to put those ideas into action. So, but other than that, thank you guys so much for everything. And I cannot wait to see all you beautiful, wonderful people in the next video. All right? Bye.